Inventory Control Specialist. She says she has thoroughly enjoyed serving the Paramount Tall Club as Miss Tall Chicago this year. She feels her strengths are honesty, having a positive attitude, and a willingness to help others. Perhaps those traits are why Linda was awarded the Volunteer of the Year Award at Markland Children's Home. She has volunteered at the USO as a member of Brookfield Zoo, where she sponsors a giraffe, and is on the waiting list to attend the Citizens Police Academy this fall. An interesting personal fact about Linda is that she had a conversation with none other than Clint Eastwood in Pebble Beach, California, and she said it was quite a thrill. Down the road, Linda aspires to finish remodeling her house and to go on an Alaskan cruise and an African safari. Linda has been very active in her Tall Club and has served as secretary, worked on weekend planning committees, and served on this year's scholarship committee. Currently, she is the club's vice president as Miss TI. She hopes to have a voice in helping grow the membership in TCI. So thank you, Linda. All right, our contestant number 2, Jane Baldwin. Our second contestant. Jane is an elementary school teacher who teaches grades 4 and 5. She has been involved in several volunteer endeavors, all with very long titles, but in brief, there are roles for the American Red Cross, a peer educator, and a school district critical friends group coach. She also teaches summer school and after-school sessions to at-risk and migrant students. Jane has been highly involved in the Skyliners, serving as the newsletter editor for 3 years, and representing the Skyliners as Miss Tall Portland 2005 and again in 2007. In addition to sewing, Jane lists travel, dance, music, concerts, and pursuing ways of expanding her knowledge and worldview among her many interests. She enjoys hard rock music and loves to go out to karaoke. Yes, the success she is most proud of is obtaining her master's degree. Jane would like to be Miss Tall International because she believes all tall clubs everywhere can bring about positive change, and she is excited to be a part of trying to promote this organization. So let's hear it for Jane Baldwin. Moving right along, contestant number 3 is Lori Harrington. Lori is representing the Palmetto Tall Club as Miss Tall Palmetto. Lori is a contracts administrator at the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. Bitten by the acting bug at a young age, she naturally enjoys the theater and the arts. She loves to dance and has a newly acquired passion to learn to swing dance. She also looks forward to experiencing the thrill of parasailing. An interesting fact about Lori is that as an infant, her bed was a dresser drawer when her family lived in Okinawa, Japan. She also has an interesting array of community service projects, including fundraising events for the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure, serving as a juror in a sex offender case, distribution of toys to young cancer patients, and serving as an American Sign Language interpreter at church and social gatherings. For Lori, it would be an honor to serve as Miss Tall International and to continue to lead the legacy founded those many years ago by Kay Sumner Einfeld. Thank you, Lori Harrington. And our 4th contestant is Carolyn Hagendorf. Carolyn owns her own business, Nana's Pastime, and there she is. Nana's Pastime, procurer of junk, purveyor of treasures. How's that for a name for a store? This line of work lets her make a living from her hobbies of garage sailing, auctions, and buying and selling stuff. She enjoys her job because it allows her to take the time she wants for travel. Carolyn is a very organized, compulsive volunteer-aholic, as evidenced by her active involvement in several tall clubs. She currently is a member of the Boston Beanstalks and the Atlantic Club, in addition to the Houston Bay Area Tall Texans, the club that she represents here tonight. Carolyn has also been active in her community with involvement in the Lions Club
the Humane Society, and a theater group that raised money for the community. An interesting fact about Carolyn is at age 33, she ventured off to Hollywood for her big screen test and was offered a role in a B-rated movie which included nudity. But her loud and clear no ended her aspirations to become an actress. Carolyn hopes to promote tall awareness, hopefully with style and grace, while at the same time having the time of her life and serving as a role model for young, tall women. So thank you, Carolyn Hagedorf. Hollywood's loss is our gain. Definitely. Finally, last but certainly not least, our number 5 contestant, Alexandra Bobo. Alexandra, and there she is a commercial lease auditor. In the 6 years that she's been a member of the Tall Club of Palm Beaches, Alexandra has served the club as secretary for 2 years, treasurer for 1 year, and currently is the president. She also keeps busy as a member of Eastern Star and Toastmasters. Currently, Alexandra is learning ballroom dancing. She also enjoys bike riding, hiking, traveling, photography, stock trading, and investing. Community service endeavors include volunteering for soup kitchen duty and assisting communities in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. An interesting fact about Alexandra is that she worked in the vehicle assembly building at the Kennedy Space Center and made a daily habit of walking through the space shuttle each day to watch the technicians prepare for launch. She cherishes a photograph with the Space Operations Team standing in front of a launch pad at Kennedy Space Center during the early days of the shuttle mission. Alexandra aspires to own her own real estate business and to be in a better position to be of service to others. By becoming Miss TI, she hopes to provide more visibility for TCI. Thank you, Alexandra Bobo.